As chair of NACD's District Operations and Membership Services Committee, it has been my distinct honor this year to witness how conservation districts and state association and territory associations step up in the name of leadership. In 2010, NACD established the District Officials State Training Recognition Program to honor states and territories that have developed and implemented a statewide district officials training program. Qualifying states' training programs must meet at least 50% of the minimum knowledge requirements identified by NACD and the National Association of State Conservation Agencies. Being recognized for the first time as having an approved district officials training program is Florida. Also being recognized for the first time is Georgia. And again, also being recognized for the first time is Maine. This year, the DOMS committee has decided to honor the states and territories that have gone above and beyond their training curriculum. States and territories whose training curriculum meets at least 50% of the indicated curriculum are identified as bronze. States whose curriculum meets at least 75% are identified as silver, and states whose curriculum meets 100% of the NACD and NASCA recommended training elements are identified as gold. 5 states have earned gold status this year: Kentucky, Maine, Nebraska, New Mexico, and Washington State. Let's give all these states a hand for their strong commitment to developing future conservation leaders. If your state or territory is not recognized on the map, please contact NACD's Director of Membership, Kimberly Eldricks. The DOMS committee also honors individuals who support locally led conservation through the Friends of NACD program. Through their annual or lifetime donation, the Friends of NACD help support the work of NACD and conservation districts across the country. I encourage you to look around on the lapels of your fellow conservationists at the meeting this week for the blue Conservation C pin that identifies our friends who help support our great work. It's easy to sign up if you haven't already. Just head to the NACD website or visit the registration desk to learn more. We would also like to give a special thank you to our lifetime Friends of NACD, who receive a handcrafted silver and turquoise pin that you can see pictured next to me or on the lapels of your fellow conservation leaders. The names of all of the NACD Lifetime Friends are listed towards the beginning of your annual meeting program on pages 12 and 13, as well as on the screen now. If I could get those folks to please stand. To our lifetime friends, we so value your support and your contributions. Knowing that our conservation districts thrive on partnerships, this year the DOMS committee has decided to allocate a portion of the Friends of NACD program to establish a Friends of NACD district grant program. Through this program, donations through the Friends of NACD support grants of up to $2,500 for each dues-paying conservation district. Today, it is my honor to announce that NACD is awarding the first of 4 Friends of NACD district grants. And those are the Richland Soil and Water Conservation District in Columbia, South Carolina, the Sierra Soil and Water Conservation District in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, the Eastern Rhode Island Conservation District in Tiverton, Rhode Island, and the Butte Soil and Water Conservation District in Arco, Idaho. Through these funds, these conservation districts will host a conservation education camp for local youth, create a seed share program to promote home gardening and pollinator conservation, expand their efforts through seedling sales of native trees, and establish an agricultural chemical container recycling program. You can read more about their projects on NACD's website. Please join me in congratulating all of our recipients. And thank you again to all of our friends of NACD. No matter what your level of donation, you are helping support our conservation districts. The DOMS committee launched the NACD Hall of Distinction in the fall of 2016 as a virtual Hall of Fame, recognizing past leaders of NACD who have contributed so much to conservation on a national scale. The current inductees include Dennis Getchell of Maine, Clarence Durbin of Ohio, Don Spickler, Maryland, Billy Joe Miles, Kentucky, Wade Troutman, Washington State, and James Bellamy of North Carolina. We encourage every state and territory association to select a past or present leader from their locale to induct into this honorary group. Details on how you can submit a name are also located on NACD's website. Let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you for helping us honor the achievements of these extraordinary conservation districts, state and territory associations, and conservation leaders. If you have any questions about any of the initiatives mentioned today, please find me or any member of the District Operations or Membership Services Committee or staff. Thank you. Back to you, Michael.